Welcome to my Days of Our Lives official. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Spoilers for Days of Our Lives hint at some intriguing developments coming up in Salem. The mysterious lady posing as Abigail Demura is one prominent plot point that is garnering a lot of attention. This week, fans discovered that she is not Abby, but rather a co-worker of Dr. Mark Green, who is pretending to be Abby for unidentified reasons. There will be further scenes between fake Abby and Stefan, according to Days spoilers for the week of September 2. Although living in the same mansion, they will probably continue to run into one another, so things will be a little uncomfortable. Will this mystery lady start to feel a connection to Billy Flynn's character Chad Demura, as she's attempting to persuade him she's his ex-wife? There are a lot of intriguing aspects to this circumstance. Given that he formerly had a serious crush on Abigail, Stefan could be captivated to the fake Abby. In reality, he took advantage of Abby's mental state when he seduced her while she was experiencing dissociative identity disorder, DID. Even though a lot has transpired since then, a lot of unfavorable sentiments about the circumstance persist, especially considering that for a while everyone believed Charlotte Demura was Stefan's kid rather than Chad's. Nevertheless, the heart desires what the heart desires. Therefore, given that Stefan is suddenly unmarried, can he and fake Abby develop feelings for one another? Given Abby's history with Stefan, this would complicate matters for the mystery lady, but given their shared background, might she explain their romantic involvement as a result of rekindling their spark and her inability to resist temptation? Ultimately, she lacks the emotions Chad has for her, which she will blame on memory loss, even if fans are aware that it's really because she's not Abigail. Fans of Days of Our Lives should prepare themselves for a lot of Demura family drama if this mystery lady and Stefan have a deeper connection. Spoilers for the show hint to a few plot twists with this fake Abby plotline, not just from Gabi Hernandez Demura, Sherry Jimenez, but also from Chad. According to the Days of Our Lives spoilers, Diana Cooper went into the prison visiting room in order to see Leo Stark, who attempted to confront her about the terrible treatment she had given him over the years. Diana made fun of Leo's writing and the therapy sessions he had been going to, but Leo was set on taking his frustration out on everyone. But Diana argued that Leo's loneliness, lack of friends, unlovability, and other traits weren't her fault. Eventually, Leo started acting like Diana never should have been a mother at all, but she retaliated by calling him out as the issue. Leo seemed to be more emotionally impacted after he thought back to the first time his dad had slapped him and Diana telling him to just get over it. Leo thought back to the moment he murdered his father to save them both, but he believed Diana had never really shielded her own son. Diana just had one job, and even though she was bad at it, she tore up Leo's writing and told him not to bother returning to see her. After Leo promised not to, Diana seemed a bit upset when she was left alone on Tuesday's episode of Days. Dr. Mark Green updated Johnny and Channel Demura at the hospital with a few faint indicators in her most recent ultrasound readings that could indicate a congenital anomaly. Channel became concerned that these soft signs may be a result of the radiation exposure when Mark said he was sending her to a genetic counselor in Los Angeles for more testing. Mark acknowledged that at this moment, it was impossible to tell for sure. Leo went to the hospital after Tuesday's DOL program with the intention of talking with Marlena Evans, but he was unable to schedule an appointment until tomorrow. When Leo started crying because he still missed his mother, Mark placed a hand on his shoulder and asked how he was doing. After returning to the town plaza with Johnny and Channel, they encountered Felicity Green, Kennedy Garcia, to bid each other farewell. Felicity demanded that Channel have her favorite stuffed animal for the baby and handed it to her. Johnny subsequently told Channel that he was fully committed to having this kid with her despite all of the uncertainties and worries she was facing. Johnny believed that they would overcome the obstacle together, no matter what. Paulina Price and Albie Carver spoke about how the recall petition was withdrawn after she acceded to E.G. Timmer's request for DA reinstatement at their home. Paulina still needed someone to fill the head of sanitation post since Melinda Trask declined it after being humiliated. Albie offered himself for the job, but Paulina politely discouraged him from considering it as she didn't enjoy the thought of being his boss. After Albie departed to get some food from the bar, Johnny and Channel concealed their unsettling pregnancy announcement from Paulina. Sadly, not long after they arrived back to Paulina's flat, Channel started having excruciating cramps and almost passed out. On Tuesday's episode of Days, Lucas Horton, Brian Dadalow, informed Kate Roberts-Brady, Lauren Koslow, at the bar that he was heading to Phoenix to see Will Horton, Chandler Massey, and Allie Horton, Lindsay Arnold, as it was their current residence. Kate encouraged Lucas to return as soon as possible, even though she was sad to be losing him so quickly. Albie came for his takeaway and spoke with Kate for a little while after Lucas left. As Kate thought back to their previous collaboration, she made a suggestion that they may work together as business partners once again, but she wasn't sure what the project might include. On Tuesday's episode of Days, Chad Dimura, Billy Flynn, returned home to the Horton residence after a late-night drive to Clyde Weston's James Reed Supermax prison for an unsuccessful visit. When Jack Devereux, Matthew Ashford, appeared before his return journey, he sought explanations, but Chad was able to hide and kept him in the dark on any surviving questions Abigail Dimura, last portrayed by Marcy Miller, could have. Julie yelled at Jack to halt just before he departed. Though Julie offered Jack the time capsule she was unable to open and encouraged Chad to let Jennifer Horton Devereux, Melissa Reeves, try her luck, Chad was afraid Julie may reveal the truth. Julie informed Chad that Lucas' remaining sentence had been formally commuted when he arrived, a bit later than expected. Chad gave Lucas a big embrace after learning the happy news and was certain that everyone in Arizona would love his visit. Even when Chad showed Lucas the video of Annalyn McCord, the mystery lady, Lucas was not convinced that Abigail was still alive. Nevertheless, Lucas proposed that maybe the photos might be improved as he understood that Chad needed more details. Lucas felt optimistic that Chad could get the necessary answers since Chad had said that was the plan. Julie was still determined to assist Chad in solving the crime. According to Days of Our Lives spoilers, there will be some surprises and disappointments related to the Abigail mystery. Stay tuned for further updates on what we believe will happen next. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.